The following is a sports presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Well, Javaris Neal is so far what I've seen out of him in spring practice, and he's been elected as one of our leaders, and I've really been impressed with his hard work and his willingness to give of himself. In the past, that hasn't been the case all the time. Sometimes there's been some conditions to him, and he'd get frustrated about those conditions that would affect him. And so I'm excited about Javaris Neal. He may be, he may have an unbelievable year for us. Eien Jacob is, EJ is a guy that works hard, is coming off an off-season surgery, which means the book's still out how much he's going to stick his nose in there, and that's what he's got to do. And has really earned the right to be an All-American just because of his work habits. Yeah, Dante right now is limping around because he had surgery just recently, and so thank goodness it wasn't as bad as it could have been, and he should be back in September, ready to go. But he's got some catch up to do right now. But has developed himself really good the last 2 years, and played probably better than most people thought he could last year. So we're looking forward to seeing what he can come back with. I can talk about similarities more than I can the differences. I think the similarities are they're both very hungry. I think the similarities are they both have really improved. I think the similarities are they're tough mentally. They're not going back down from the fight, and that's exciting. Well, Dusty works at it. He's the real deal, and he's very serious about his job, and we don't have to worry about bad snaps with Dusty, and he's good at his craft, and so we're. And it's an important craft, and we're very blessed to have it. Well, DeAndre is, coming off of surgery too, off-season surgery, and he's got to get to the point to where he's not held back any at all in his own mind physically, so that he can really turn loose and continue to develop himself like he wants to, and he's got a great want to, and so he's developing himself as a leader, and so we're excited about him leading our football team. Well, that's the reason we threw it more. We think we got some people that can catch it, and he's a very accurate thrower. And as he matured last year, as the season went along, he would stand in there and throw it when he knew he's going to probably get hit, and that's the sign of a great quarterback. There's very few. The great ones, very few times do they get to see the completion because they've already got knocked down or somebody's in their face or something. So he's fun to coach. Anthony Eubanks is a full package. He's got everything that it takes. He physically, of course, got to stay on the field. Mentally, he's got to say. I have no limits, and continue to develop himself. But I think he's going to have a good year. Andy Hibbett is kind of one of those guys that is a workhorse. I mean, he just does what he has to do, and does it very well. Keeps improving. Faster than people think he is, and you can count on him. I put him on 2 or 3 kicking units just because I know, in critical places, just because I know there won't be any letdowns there. So I like Andy Hibbett. Robby is a guy that has improved tremendously since he's been here, and I expected him to have a dominant year, and he started off pretty good last year, got banged up a little bit, and didn't finish strong. And I think it's all a lot of his is making the decision mentally that ahead of time, and still deciding ahead of time that there's limitations. Decide ahead of time that I'm gonna go get it, and I think he's. It's been fun to watch him grow through some barriers to get there, and I think he's there. Well, he's strong. He's big and strong and can move, and that's all from development. When he first got here, he could move for about 45 seconds, and then he'd throw up because he's out of shape, and was overweight. And so for what he's accomplished, about as much as anybody I've ever seen since I've been coaching. Since 1902. Oh yeah, William he's a natural leader. He is an enthusiastic guy that just loves to play and loves life. William Alderman is a guy that you just enjoy being around just because of his love for life, and he's a guy that is very contagious and in a positive way, and especially in the things that we talk about as far as the heart stuff, the spiritual stuff. And he gives us a great example to say, there's one that knows how to get there. Well, he's gotten a lot better. He's fearless little guy that expects to go with it. He improved a whole lot last year over his freshman year. He still hadn't taken one to the house. We keep talking 88 and out the gate. We got to get out the gate, and he'll still trip and fall every once in a while because he's running so doggone hard, or he'll, if he jigged and still jagged every once in a while, he could take it to the house. So, but he's really improved. He'll be a factor, I think.